Something that's different about me is I used to play rugby, so growing up rugby and racing were always my two main sports, and until recently I actually wanted to be a professional rugby player, but then in the end I decided to choose racing.
Something unusual about me is I am from down under, I'm from Australia, and my baby bottle got stolen by a dingo when I was little.
I'm only 14 years old and I help my friends out by driver coaching them.
One unusual thing about me is that I have two flags on my suit and on my helmet, and that's because my mum's from Poland and my dad's from the United Kingdom, so it gives me a bit of a difference to other people in the paddock.
Interesting thing, I used to do horse riding when I was younger, about 5 to 8 years old, and I've turned from horse riding to horsepower. Obviously a lot more horsepower now, and also I am lactose intolerant, which means I can't eat all the nice food you guys get to enjoy.
Something that's unusual about me is that I went straight into car racing and didn't do any karting before.
One thing that's interesting about me is my grandparents are from North Cyprus, so I got joint nationality.
One thing that's different about me is my dad races on the same weekends as me, so that's pretty cool having him there to be able to discuss things.
Something different about me is probably come from down under, Australia. One thing I've probably done there, when I was younger, we were at the go-kart track and we were camping at the track and there were some kangaroos, and I actually chased one of the kangaroos with like a little crowbar sort of thing. So that's probably something a bit unusual about me.
Something unique about me is that I'm quarter Filipino, which not many people know.
Something that's unusual about me is I'm from Perth. It's the most remote city in the world, and there's probably the least amount of drivers from Perth out of any other city in Australia.
Some unique things about me are my dad used to race against my engineer, Mark Godwin. He ran a team back in 1999, I think it was. I love playing golf. I'm really into it. I like going all to the tournaments and everything and playing it myself.
Something that's unusual about me is that I enjoy playing cricket with my friends.
Something that makes me different is I lived in 4 different countries, India, Singapore, Dubai, and recently in the UK. I like to spend my free time playing golf most of the time, weekends and stuff like that, with other friends and teammates.
Something different about me is my dad owns a kart team, Chassis, and I won 2 world championships with it.
One thing unusual about me is that I really like cooking food.
Something different about me is actually that I started with motocross. The first time I went to a real track was in Genk. It's only 10 minutes from my home. And right next to the motocross track is a karting track. And at the end of the day, I wanted to go and try like karting. I actually enjoyed that a lot more. So then I stopped motocross and went into karting, and enjoyed that a lot more. Also something that everybody calls me is, since I have the partnership with BWT, is everybody calling me the Pink Panther.
One thing that's I think unique about myself is that I did my racing prep for rallying, not for racing. So that's because my dad's a national champion in rallying, and it's just very later on, like just 2 years ago, where I decided to, that I'd pick up racing instead of rallying. And I think that's a unique fact about me.